And let me tell you, it's total death if you follow their regimen. You will never be the same. But, sister, who was sued in this?
Absolutely nobody. Yeah, what happened was, it was down to, everyone was sort of really distraught. We had the husband that was left, my uncle, trying to cope with the children, and then I had family from abroad. Family came over to try to support, and everyone was so emotional, and so I think in the end, and that's what happens. One of the things that we have to get away from, and that's what I'm fighting with right now, is that where we're feeling that, because they did their best, or we couldn't possibly try to sue them. But people are being killed wholesale, and they've been allowed to get away with it. I mean, I don't know if it's too late with my family, but I think at least if people are out there and they're hearing these sort of stories, that they at least push it to the maximum and just not have these people getting away with things. My family was just so really cut up by the whole thing, never expected it to happen. I mean, she came home, but then they say that sometimes they get better before they get worse. And she was allowed to come home, my auntie, was there for a few days, went back into hospital, and then within days she was no more, really.
So in a nutshell, through a false diagnosis, she was killed.
Yes.
Got murdered. That's the deal.
That was a murder.
Yeah, that's murder. Sorry, that's what happened. That's what happened there, sister, with your auntie. She got murdered. You understand me? And she pretty much signed the papers to her own death. And
that's one of the things I was hoping that we could cover. Things like where you sign for prior to having an operation, or being able to sort of take things one step further when they've actually given you a diagnosis. Because I think that the problem is much bigger than a lot of people are sort of led to believe. I think there's a serious agenda here, and the sooner that people can start talking to each other and share experiences, or even give information out to each other, vaccines. I know this was the HIV and AIDS and the vaccines, but I just needed to be able to sort of put that out there, because it's just got to a point where enough's enough.
Yeah, man.
And whatever we can do to help each other. I've got family. My family sort of, my mum raised in St. Lucia in the West Indies, and that, I'm sort of like finding out from, it's really all praise to the Most High, who I actually am, and now I can see the agenda.
Yeah, but check this, right? Check this. Why would you need a blood test for a dental appointment? What, to remove a tooth?
I know they were saying that they wanted to do a routine standard test to make sure that she didn't have sickle cell. And that's actually when I had my operation, they did a test similar to that, and it's like an anticoagulation to make sure that your blood can actually clot, so that whilst they're operating on you, they don't come through any, so they say, any problems.
And I don't know if it's like this in the States, but when you go here into these UK slaughterhouses that they call doctor surgeries, right? They have a form there, and that they want you to fill out your ethnic background, Afro-Caribbean or Black Caribbean, Black British, and I don't know why. You understand me? What difference does that make? But
that's routine now.
Yeah, you have to fill that out.
Yeah. And I want to say this too, and that's why Barack Obama, they're going to start doing it over to the UK, where they're going to transition all records into one database. And they're doing this, sister, because people used to get a second opinion knowing that these doctors were testing or practicing medicine on them. That's what they're doing. They'll tell you, I'm practicing medicine. So it used to be a second opinion, but now if everything is under one database, when they pull up your number, your diagnosis is going to be there, and they're going to have to go with the first diagnosis. People was escaping death with second opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So they done took the second opinion out the equation now. In order, if you've been diagnosed on the books, then that doctor that see you after that must begin from where that last doctor left off at. So you might as well go to the same doctor. And see, I'm telling you, the Bible tells us they're forgers of lies and physicians of no value. They're some of the greatest enemies of our people, the medical field in itself. The preachers are not talking about this. Why? Because it's a money thing for them too. When people die, they get paid. They do funerals, okay? The undertakers, they get paid through death. They're not going to tell you. So that's why, even though we like to deal with things biblically, we wanted to bring this to the forefront and get different opinions on it because no one's talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Sister Milliman, thanks for that input. All right.
And I want to say this. Yeah, we can let her go real quick, but I want to say this to the brothers and sisters out there. You have to choose between Christ and this world. When I say that, understand what would happen if the leper went to Christ for healing. Okay? This is an atheistic society. They claim that you are a crackpot or a kook if you believe in the Most High and the healing power of the Most High opposed to modern medicine. And a lot of us have more faith in modern medicine and will pop their pills before having faith in the Most High. If a leper went to Christ, would Christ give him a pill? So these pills are suppressing spirits. Sicknesses are spirits. When you go get vaccinated, you are volunteering a demon to get shot into your veins. These are spirits. Because when Christ casts out spirits of sicknesses, he says, go forth and sin no more. So we're volunteering ourselves to be experiments for these different spirits and demons and wonder why there's so many mental illnesses and all those things going down. It's through the vaccine. So that's the only point I wanted to make. Who else do we have here?
Yeah, man, we got some more callers coming in. I know the UK audience tuning in. Now let me put this out there for the people in the UK. If you would like to call in and partake here with the questions, you can do it through Skype. If you want to call the international number, it's 1646-200-4309, and that's the guest calling. You can call that as well from your UK landline. I know some of you people out there can call internationally. You can call in and we can take your calls and questions and all that. All right. Let me repeat the number again. It's 1646-200-4309. All right. And you see it there when you click onto the internet, onto the blog talk. All right. Once again, you tune into Search Engine International. I'm your host Gocc, and me and Elder Rakar here doing it like we did it before. All right. The topic tonight was HIV. And we had a guest on earlier, Bob Tuskin, shedding some light on what HIV is and the whole agenda behind HIV. Okay, let's see who else is here that wanna come in. Is it okay? Let me see, Sister Yakada. Okay, let me get her in.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Elder Rakar and brother. What's your name again, brother? Gocc.
Gotcha.
Hello.
I'm calling in from Canada and Montreal, and I was calling to share an experience that happened with me. In 2006, I had a premature baby, and they kept me in the hospital for about a week without me seeing the baby, and they were injecting me with all kinds of stuff, and then at the end, like 3 weeks later, they told me that I had hyperthyroid disease, and they were trying to get me to take all these medications, and I'm telling you, I didn't know about the truth and the Bible or anything like that, but the Spirit of the Most High was still working through me, because there was not one time that I agreed to take any medication, any pills. So from 2006 and 2008, I started doing research, and I said, you know what? These doctors are pushing me to take so many pills, So I'm going to go online and research what I can take to cure this naturally. And then I became a vegetarian for 2 full years. And recently I went to see the same doctor, and she texted me, and she's like, she didn't say anything to me. She just told me, well, I tested. So she texted me, and the results are in, and it comes back that the thyroid problem is completely gone. And then she's looking at me like, my doctor was looking at me like, what did you do? She was shocked and everything. So I told her, I went natural. I told you that I didn't need the medication that you were trying to give me. And she was denying the fact that the vegetables that I was eating cured me. She said it had nothing to do with it, and I'm wrong. But then I told her, okay, so if I'm wrong, then you show me then what I did right. You know, because.
And what did she say when you put on the spot, sister?
Yes.
What did she say? If it wasn't the veggies, then what healed you?
Exactly, and I asked her that, and she said she doesn't know. So I told her, well, I know. I'm telling you, it's the vegetables. Yeah, and I put her on blast like that a couple times, because when it came to my son getting vaccinated for school, at that time I was already in the gathering. So I told her, you know what? I know what's going on with you and your eugenics program. I'm not vaccinating my son. You're telling me that you're going to give him the part of the disease or infection so that his body can be immune. That's what you say?
Yeah.
Immune, like immune to it. So I told her, lady, that doesn't make sense. You're giving my son a disease or a sickness so that when he gets it, then he knows how to fight it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Let it happen. When he gets sick, his body will fight what the problem is.
Exactly. And that's using common sense.
Yes. So, I just wanted to call in and share my story and tell people, don't worry. I was sick with that thyroid problem. I was looking like I was on drugs. I was on my bones. My eyes were so bulgy, and the natural way helped, of course, with the help of the Most High. All praises to Him.
Well, all praises to the Most High, and I'm glad things worked out. I hope other people are hearing this too.
Oh, and just a quick question. I heard you say that for asthma, there's something that you can take. What was that again, please?
Bee pollen.
Okay. And how do I spell that?
Just 2 tablespoons a day.
Oh, hello?
Shalom?
Shalom?
Yeah, 2 tablespoons a day. I think I'm coming back through your system here. You got to cut down your radio.
Okay. Okay. So 2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons a day, per day.
Okay. And how do I spell the herb?
Bee pollen. Beepollen. It looks like little beans.
Okay.
Oh, you can stir it in your tea, whatever, and it works.
Okay.
It'll totally heal you from asthma.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you so much. And my husband, Yahan Ra'ai, says hello, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, Elder. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, sister. Yes, you tune into Search Engine International. We're doing it. We got 17 more minutes to go before we go into the overtime. So if you're tuning in via the radio or via the internet, sign into Skype or try and call in if you want to follow the show after the 16 minutes. I'll put the number out again. The number to call is 1646-200-4309. All right, let's take another call real quick. We have Brother Mike here with a comment. Brother Mike.
Hello, shalom.
Shalom, man. Thanks for holding.
How you doing?
Good, we're good.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about a personal experience that I had because this past winter, I was sick